Hello, friends. Welcome to Monday. I got a radio. Damn it. Okay, it's a haunted stereo I had in the basement. The people who lived here previously left it in the basement, and this was the disc that was in it. This was what was in it. 16 Great Praise and Worship Classics, Volume 2. I've looked over the whole house trying to find Volume 1. Alas, no such luck. So, this AWA. Okay, I'm going to hold on. I got to kill this dog for a minute. Hold on. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. So, this stereo, just like the one I had when I was a 20-something guy or a teenager or whenever, was down there and it wouldn't play anything. I put a disc in there and it wouldn't read the disc. It would not recognize that there was a disc. It would just grab the disc, lift it up, and then be like, there's no disc here, jag off. And then it would drop the disc and it would keep going around till all the discs that were in there were ignored. So I'm like, I gave up on it. And then I found it. I was down there cleaning with my kids. And I'm like, I'm going to give this thing a shot. I looked up on YouTube how to fix the stereo. And it's a simple little laser thing. You just got to cotton swab it. I did that. And then it started recognizing the discs, but it wouldn't play them. It's like, yeah, there's a disc here, but I'm just going to spin forever. So then I kept doing it. And then finally I took my finger, this one, and I jammed it in there. You son of a bitch. And then I started playing the discs, but it doesn't play every disc I put in there. It sometimes just doesn't want to play certain discs, and some discs it just wants to play no problem. And right now it has no problem playing Nine Inch Nails, which makes me happy. This is probably my favorite album of all time, Broken, and it has no problem playing it. But here's the stack that it won't play. It previously played this Anthrax album, We've Come For You All, but now it won't play it anymore. It won't play KMFDM Sucks. It won't play Use Your Illusion 1 or 2. It won't play Faith No More, Angel Dust. I'm so pissed off about that. It won't play 72 Seasons by Metallica. It won't play any Faith No More, actually, because it won't play the real thing. It won't play my anthology. This is a bunch of Black Sabbath covers, and it won't play it. Anthrax, Black Lodge single with Cowboy, the Cowboy song on here, which I just absolutely love. Won't play it. The Cure, Mixed Up. I just want to hear Fascination Street, man. And then SOD, Stormtroopers of Death, Bigger Than the Devil. It won't play it. So, I don't know. And sometimes when you turn it up, the volume just goes down. Sometimes when you hit stop, it plays. So, it's a possessed, haunted AWA. But Iowa. Whatever. I'm not going to say Iowa because I know a bunch of douchebags that live in Iowa. So I don't like Iowa. Anyway, not that the whole state is surrendered to douchebags, but whatever. Anyway, so happy Monday. Welcome to Monday. Mark, Mike, holding down the fort, greeting everyone. With number one showing up. Brandon Carr's here. Who else? Rob Loves Books and Jason. I finally read Third Rule, and I don't know how that shorter novel felt like an epic read. It is amazing. I love that book. I think Third Rule fixes everything that's wrong with Dark Matter and 11/22/63. No bullshit. Jeff, box only box. Where else can I get this insight? Love it. Thank you. Yeah, when sometimes I do the editing and I'm like, why did I say that? You can get the box only box. So apparently Twisted Retreat will sell you a box, empty box, and it's just the box. Obviously, I caught it on the edit and had to make fun of myself. What's up, Alan? Good to see you. Volume 1 is under the floorboards with the body. Maybe. I wonder if this will play. I'm not even going to try it. David, good to see you. Mark, yeah, I'm still reeling from the story, which was just a wild one. Yeah. Isn't it great? Yes, it is. What's up? What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Lance, good to see you. Haunted Boombox. There's a chapbook story and there's, oh, yeah. Yep, for sure. This thing is haunted AF. But you know what? Oh, see? I'm turning it up. Alexia, good to see you. I didn't say hi to you. Sometimes I think these posts, these chat messages pop in out of sequence. I think that. I choose to think that anyway. Anyway, hey, check this out. Look what else I got. Oh, you got King Homer over here. This is King Homer. The less I say about him, the better. But also, we might get a phone call. You want to try it? Should I do this? Let's see. Let's see if anybody's around. Let's see.
Hello. I'd like to speak with a Mr. Snotball. First name Yura. Yura Snotball? What? How dare you? If I find out who this is, I'll staple a flag to your butt and mail you to Iran.
Wow. That was quite a conversation. Brought to you by Mo's phone. This is the phone from Mo's Tavern. So I just had to do that. I got the Duff Bucket, I got this. The Duff Bucket never called me. But if it did, it would probably use that phone. So how are you? Who else is joining us? Good evening. What's up, Tim? Tim from It's Terrific is here. Yes. Tim from It's Terrific. Thank you for joining. And Jesse made it. Thank you, Jesse, for being here. Oh, I found this in my basement. Anybody know what this is? It looks like something maybe you cook opium on. I don't know. It's just this little thing. I'm going to use it as a coaster. It's like a little table for your drink. It's filthy as hell. Yeah, I didn't bother washing it. What? Am I going live or something? So, perfect for, the Jeff Word glass. You just put it on there and you protect your surfaces. So let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket. What have you got for me today, Magic Duff Bucket? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Some white chocolate. But we are going to open this. And this one is a little messy. I don't know what Mitch did to some of these. This is pretty messy. That's a Pokemon card holder. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's cast iron. This thing is like Pokemon card holder. Fun fact is there's a place called a place that sells secondhand electronic games and such. And a little girl just bought a Pokemon deck and opened it in store and got one of the rarest Pokemon cards. It's worth about $3,000. Right here, right nearby. Isn't that cool? All right. So we got a Death Bus popping off. I wish I could have a cigar so I could have a stogie popping off, just like R. Kelly in his video, Real Talk with R. Kelly. Real Talk. If you've not seen that video, I cannot recommend it enough. Real Talk by R. Kelly. I wish you would burn my clothes. That's a line in the song. I'm not gonna repeat R. Kelly lyrics to you. Not that this is really gonna make me a lot of money, this video, but I don't want to get canceled. Anyway, Mitch, you are a master. You're a master. So we got stuff to talk about tonight. Trapped in the closet. Real talk. R. Kelly, Real Talk. It's like it was posted like 12, 15 years ago. I don't know how long ago now. Real Talk by R. Kelly. You know, he's in the studio. He's laying down the song for everybody on YouTube. He's doing it for everybody on YouTube. And he's got the stogies popping off, and he's going to get into it. It's a song about what it's like to have real talk with your significant other. And tensions mount. It's a very, it brings everything home. Tensions mount in that video. Speaking of phones, Paul has some copies of the black phone available. Yes, he does. The classic edition black phone. Hey, how did you know I was going to have that all queued up, Jason? How did you know that? Yeah. So it'll ship in 2 to 4 business days. You bet your ass it will. It's a classic edition. Is it printed letterpress? Is it printed letterpress? Printed letterpress from metal type on Munkin Pure Rough Cream. Ooh. Munkin Pure Rough Cream sounds like late night wrestling match. Sounds like something you'd see on Access Cable. Munkin Pure Rough Cream. That's a tag team duo. So yes, it was printed letterpress and $155. So it is a short book. It is shorter than Hellbound Heart, which is also still available. And how can you pass that up? There it is. Just beautiful. There are 69 available. You know, it's kind of like you would leave that number there as the number of available copies, no matter how many are available, because it's Hellbound Heart, and that's kind of a cheeky number for Hellbound Heart. Okay, there's just 66 left. But anyway, these are still available. I don't know why they wouldn't have sold out. And then, of course, this little price differential should incentivize anybody who's on the fence. Get it now before it costs $30 more. Look at that. I'm sorry, Patty. I like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Patty. What else? Beth and Colson helped me get a 4th rule of traveling. Buy another copy. I should maybe, but I'm not going to, because I shouldn't. I should not buy another copy. So, yes, I have something to share with you. I don't know if you remember me whining about missing my Darker Days books from Goldsboro. I ordered 2 copies of Darker Days from Goldsboro, signed UK editions of the book. And it shipped November 5th, and it came to my door, or the post office said it came to my door November 12th, which is insane. And I think it said it shipped. I think it probably got to the US on November 5th, and then it made it to a house on November 12th. And I discovered I didn't have it right before Jeff Con. I'm like, where's my copy? So I looked it up, and I looked up the tracking information. It said it was delivered like almost a month before. So I screamed about it. I reached out to Goldsboro. They said it was delivered. Everybody's telling me it's delivered. I don't have the book. I tore the house up and down. Didn't have the book. I filled out a missing package report. And then the post office came back like right away saying, well, our tracking information says it was delivered. So case closed. And so if you still don't have it, file another one. So I filed it, and I planned on filing it for the rest of my life if it didn't show up. And then today, right before we went live, mailman walks up, postal carrier, and he hands this to producer Jill, and he says, oh, I guess this was misdelivered. It was marked delivered. I looked at it. It has my name and address right on there. So I don't know what the mix-up was or why it took so long once it's in my little town to get to me, but here it is. I did have a lead on a signed UK edition from a friend of the channel, and I held off on getting that, and I think it was the universe telling me, wait, because it's coming. It's coming regardless. So here it is, being mauled by me live. I don't like to be that brutal, but sometimes you gotta. So here we are. Boom. And I ordered 2 because I fully intended to give one away at Jeff Con. But now I have another use for it in mind. But it was shipped really well. This is like good packing. And the box was like in great shape. So it's not like it got beat up, torn up. Oh, I'm so happy. I honestly did not think I would ever see these. And Mark Van Oss wrote to me, I'm very scared of pronouncing names now because Jason Latier, he watched me talk last week about the Stephen King signature, and I read off the names of the people, and he's like, oh, I realized I should have gotten pronunciations for you. And so it highlighted that I really am bad with pronouncing names. So it's Jason Latier. I don't know what I said last week. If I said Jason Latier or Jason Latier, I don't know what I said. But it's Jason Latier. Okay. So these are Mylar wrapped, very nice, darker days. And there it is. Oh, there it is. The signature. I never thought I would get these. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm reading it now. I just started reading it. I bought a half price US trade edition from Barnes and Noble. Thank you, Patty. I think you told me last week to get it. They're having a half off sale. So I bought it from Barnes and Noble. I got it pretty fast. I started reading it, and I'm digging it so far. See, the thing that I think I did a video of the 5 authors you need to read if you love Stephen King. Philip Fracassi, Robert McCammon, Josh Mallerman, Joe Lansdale, and Thomas Oldehuvel. And I picked him because Hex is very much like a Stephen King story. It has a small town, how that small town is dealing with some paranormal or really supernatural, inexplicable phenomena. So they all have this town has a secret. And unlike a Stephen King book, like Derry had a secret. And like nobody talked about it except these kids who were aware of it and wanted to take it down and take it head on. Whereas in Hex, all the people know about it and they conspire to keep it a secret because it's a curse and they can't do anything about it. Well, this feels like a return to that vibe, very Stephen King-ish when it started. Now, the only one I haven't read from him that's in English is Oracle. I just totally skipped it. I don't know why. It's weird. Just like I totally skipped Daphne by Josh Mallerman. Inexplicable. Some would say inexcusable. But here's the other one. These are all very well, beautifully maintained. Both beautifully signed. Yeah, that's great. Now I got to see the naked board. Nothing significant about it. I didn't know they'd be Mylar wrapped. This is so awesome. So very, very cool. I'm very happy. I'd given up. I'm like, I'm never getting them. I'm going to have the US trade, which I like the cover of this better than the US trade cover, which there's like no real chance of me getting to it because it's around the corner. It's up there somewhere. Anyway, so happy. I couldn't believe it did. Open it. I did. Hey, everybody. What's up, Jim? Good to see you. Yeah, they were gaslighting me. I don't know. And the postman was really apologetic. I say postman because it was a guy. I know who it is. He's a nice guy. The funny thing is I met him when I took Poe to the dog park, and he had a dog, and our dogs played really well. And he had a tattoo on his arm that was the loser club tattoo. It says loser, and then V is over the S, so it says lover. So I go, oh, you're a Stephen King fan, huh? He goes, what? See, he didn't really know. And so we talked about it. He just likes the sentiment, which fair enough. I just think he's gonna get drawn into a lot of conversations about Stephen King with that on his forearm real big. But he came up to the house and he was real nice. And he's like, it got misdelivered. I'm sorry if I was the guy on duty that day because we have you don't need to know all this. But he was really nice. So I'm not mad. And it was a mistake, and all's well that ends well. I broke the curse. The curse was I could never get a UK edition of a Thomas Olda Houvelt book, even though I have the UK edition of Hex. Anyway, whatever. I got him. I'm thrilled. Postman finally finished reading your copy. Check for fingerprints. The box was super tight, just totally fine. You saw how much trouble I had opening it because this packing slip was in the way. Dragon Lord didn't want to cut through it. And so, yeah, it wasn't misused, or I don't know who got it. Like, where, again, not many houses on my street. So if it didn't go to my neighbor's house, then it just went some wildly different place. And either that person held on to it for 2 months before finally handing it over to the post office saying this ain't my box, or what. I don't know. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jay Stones. Good to see you. You should have put him on some Richard Chismar. Tell him to work with Cemetery Dance. He would do great working for them. It's bad enough and we could talk about Cemetery Dance tonight if you'd like to. I mean, we could jump into it because they're a train wreck. I did like that thing Austin was talking about on the Jeff Word page about sending Richard Chismar my details and paying him $400 to put me in a story. He does this scam a lot. And I wonder what those people get. It's called Tuckerization. When you're Tuckerized, you're a character in a story. You pay for the privilege. But I don't know how extensive it is. Is it just like the murderer or just some passing character? Is it like another Death Bus thing where a lot of names are dropped, but it's not like big time? Like there's some big significant multi-page Tuckerization going on. So anyway, it's a scam. Richard Chismar's trying to pump the beast with money, man. He's got to feed the monkey. And so, speaking of monkey, I want to see Primate. Anyway, Dan Franklin, a.k.a. Chismar's Meat Shield, which is funny. I should have had Dan Franklin in Death Bus in that one scene. If I rewrote that scene, they would all be at the table with the ballistics dummies, and Dan Franklin would show up, and that would be the disruption. Oh, man, that would be so much better. Dan Franklin shows up because he's been tracking Meat Feet and Zeke Kyle because whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. So that would be funny. If I do a rewrite ever, Dan Franklin is going to come in and disrupt that scene because Dan Franklin, a.k.a. CD Meat Shield, posted on Facebook the following. All right, folks, it's update good news time to start 2026. As soon as I read that, I'm like, oh shit. You should note he's posting this on Friends Who Like Cemetery Dance Publications, which is a group that Richard Chismar left. He was in it. He was in this group, but he couldn't take the negative feedback because he's a little bitch. And he fled the group. And now it's so funny. The thing is, like Mark Kenefick posted on here, and I did too. And the funny thing is, not only is Chismar not in the group, he blocked me and Mark, and who knows how many others. So he would never see what we write anyway. But Dan Franklin posts all this good news, air quotes, emphasis on air quotes, because it's absolutely ridiculous to say you have good news. It's like everything he's posting, everything he's sharing are some of the stuff is either years late or it is brand new stuff that's just going to piss off the people who have been waiting so goddamn long for their if it bleeds slipcase or whatever it is. I don't know. Holly slipcases are here. Holly. Oh my God. So then I like them. They're pretty. And more importantly, they mean to me that the new slipcase manufacturer can make a proper delivery of that size. So we're going to next get them working on Fairy Tale, and you like it darker. Will take a few months, most likely, but this is doable. We can catch up with the King slipcases. So the good news is there's going to be good news eventually. The good news is wait for the good news. It's not here. It's just someday there will be good news. So anyway, when I saw it, all right, it's time for this update. I'm like, you're just going to get roasted in the comments. And the books for Final Book Club shipping, The Ridge by Michael Corita is in the warehouse. Were people outside waiting to storm the gates for The Ridge by Michael Corita? Was that what? And I'm probably saying his name wrong. What was that the case? Were people kicking the door in, demanding that you release that book? Reincarnate from Barry Hoffman, the publisher at Gauntlet, who's a total dickhead. They got his book in the warehouse. Oh, golly, a Ponzi scheme is selling a douchebag's book. Thank God it's here. This is what I've been waiting for. Pet Cemetery, what? We got Barry Hoffman's Drek. Reincarnate. Thank God that's here. Oh my God. So he's so Dan Franklin, aka Meat Shield, he has to do something, right? The guy has to try. He's got this job, he has his role, and he's got to try. So he probably looked at all this stuff and he's like, what can I share? What can I put out there that shows this is still a functioning goddamn business and people who paid for things are going to get things. They're not the right things. They're not the timely things, but here, I'll just shove this at you. And hopefully that restores some confidence and gets the money flowing. And I feel bad for him because I don't know. It's like the Cemetery Dance 79 limited edition is coming. The magazine that was published in, what was it? What year was it published? Like 22, 23? And it had articles from 2019. I please don't hold me to those dates, but it was years out of date when it was the magazine. Then he got King to sign it, and he started giving that away to fundraise for his books so they could go up on the bestseller list and not give them to the people who've been waiting years for the goddamn magazine. And now we're supposed to be excited that the hardcover edition is imminent. It's like just so unaware. Dan should say, I cannot go forward with this information, even in the most favorable place on earth for cemetery dance, in theory. Anyway, so he posts this, he shows these things. So, again, it's a business. It really exists. And then, some of these are like, thanks, Dan. So will there be the Viking years? That is like, you whipped me in the back with a cat o' nine tails for 4 years, and I liked it so much. I want another 8 years. Viking years. Somebody would be asking for Viking years after they couldn't get Doubleday years done in a decade. King wrote the books and published them faster than Cemetery Dance could reprint them. This glutton is saying, yes, sir. Can I have more? I just like the feeling of that open wound on my back. That's for wiser heads than mine. Well, I think you're probably the wisest head there, Dan. And then thanks for the update. So Diana, who's a real sweetheart, she's very nice. She works with Alex over there at Fantasia Press. And she did not mean to do this because up here, Dan says, oh, he must have edited it. Does it say it edited? I don't see it. So he mentioned in his original post earlier, I swear to God, he mentions the stuff of he goes, all the drama surrounding the stand. Oh, yeah. I had hoped to get it in by the end of the year, but the stand had so much goofiness, it got delayed. So he did edit this. I don't see where I can see the edit history, but that's not what he originally wrote. He said all the drama surrounding the stand. And then Diana mentions it explicitly. So Dan obviously realized he stepped in some shit. And he's like, okay, so he edited it in the original post. But Diana wrote, what was the drama with the stand that you refer to? I'm like, oh, Diana, please don't. You're not helping the guy. The guy, I mean, she's just curious. She's just doing the whole, like, I just want to know what's going on. But you're asking for what eventually happened. And so Austin wrote, not sure what he meant, but take your pick. Taking years to release after taking people's money, selling for myriad prices, and saturating the market by increasing the limitation where they aren't even selling for market price, needing an errata sheet because of the printed issues with the artists, crediting, not keeping track of designations. So many people had to find matching numbers, and now most will never be able to match. And then I chimed in because I couldn't help it. I'm like, I think Austin covered it. The biggest issue was completely dropping Francois from the copyright page. An errata sheet is a lame fix for an unacceptable error on a book that took almost a decade to publish. If you count when they first released the Doubleday years, it was 2014. So if you count that year as the day they took money for the stand, it was 11 years until people had it in their hands. I paid for it in 2018. So any number of years, in all fairness, they took the money for this stand before they committed to saying they would have it published. So they were upfront about it. They were like, we'll take your money now at this deeply discounted price. And you're not going to get it for some years. Nobody at the time would have thought it was supposed to be one every year for 6 years. So it was supposed to be all wrapped up by 2020. But we know how it happened. So then Dan says, he chimes in. He says, the tray case, slipcase issues, dragging things out for almost a year is the primary drama. And then Dan, I don't know, you could read it I'm not going to go into it, but Austin calls him out. Dan, are you happy with how it rolled out? Only issue in your mind was the case producer. So he's saying, are you happy with the way the stand? Because Dan Franklin was limiting the drama to the stand. He was limiting the drama around the stand to the case maker and saying the case maker delayed it by a year. And Austin says, so are you saying that's your only issue with this release? And then Dan's like, quit with the gotcha stuff. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get a gotcha. And then he goes into saying the case maker delayed, but they were stand-up people. It's not the printer's fault. And then, and then Austin's like, there's no gotcha here. And then Dan just drops it. So I think it was really infuriating to see this shit on one hand, because if there's no apology from Richard Chismar, then anything else that comes out of this company should get printed right onto some toilet paper and you should wipe your ass with it because it's worthless. And on the other, I feel bad for Dan Franklin for trying to do a job, but I can't think that this is the only job he could get. I think Dan Franklin should cut bait and leave and get a job somewhere else. I don't know why anybody would be loyal to Dick Chiz. I don't know why anybody would stand by that guy and continue to have their reputation tied to him. I'm just saying, like, I think it's crazy. I think it's unfair to Dan Franklin. And I think Richard Chismar is a complete pile of shit. That's what I think. So that was the cemetery dance drama. What did I miss? Did I miss some comments here? But they did get the Holly slipcases. Yeah. Taking a break from Dungeon Crawler. Carl was thinking to try my first King. Any recommendations? The Shining, Pet Sematary. I would say Pet Sematary. Or The Stand, or It. But your first King? Kudos to you. It's like, if you're starting your first King, it's like starting to watch the Game of Thrones. It's not going to end well for you, but the first batch is excellent. But it won't end well. So just pump the brakes, maybe right around the Institute. Maybe the last King book you should read would be Dr. Sleep. Because I never read The Institute or Billy Summer or The Outsider, which I feel bad. I have them. I should read them. So I could see CD screwing it up and sending someone the wrong book with someone else's name in it. I know they did. They're awful. It's for a chapbook, limited to 10 copies, AI generated. I can't believe they were stating how great it is to have it done after how long. I know. Chiz blocked you on Facebook. Of course he did. Jeff, I ordered that Bradbury book from Gauntlet. I must get Bradbury, but I promise to rip into Barry if the $13 charge for my shipping yields an unprotected book that has no padding. No, I don't know. I got some books from, I bought one book from Gauntlet. I might have bought a couple. I think they ship fine. Go check out Tim's channel. I think he's unboxed some Gauntlet Press books. You can see how they're packaged. I don't know if they're bad packaging, but the product is just shit. The product is garbage. There's the quality isn't there. I paid $175 for a Lansdale lettered edition, and the paper is like dime store paperback quality paper. It is just trash. It is awful. The cover art is stock art when you look at who they credited the art, because I thought this art is horrible. Who did it? Dust Jacket by iStock or Stock Gallery or something. Now, the book's over there. I can't go through my Iowa to get it. Otherwise, I would. and King Homer is looking pretty intimidating. So anyway, I think I don't like the way that looks. Sorry for my collar. Whatever, it don't matter. This ain't a fashion channel. So yeah, it's the quality of the book, but if you're a completist and you absolutely need Bradbury, then I salute you. You go for it. No problem. Almost all the books CD owes me are from before 2020. Yep. Yeah, Michael Carita, his pen name is Scott Carson. Yeah. No, I know it's the same guy. And I think he has another pen name, but he's a good author. I'm not saying that The Ridge is not a worthy book. I'm just saying that the people at the gates with the pitchforks and the torches are from years and years ago. They're not there to kick your door in looking for the books you just announced. So you're not appeasing the mob, my friend. You're just actually angering them because you're throwing books over them to the new people. No, you guys get your books. Meanwhile, these people at the door are like frothing mad, or they should be. In all honesty, there's no mob at the door because people quit a bitch. They just fled. They didn't flee. They just walked away, like me. I got the Stand Artist Edition on my shelf, and I'm thrilled to have the matching number. And I got it in the first batch. I didn't have any issues. Apparently, there was a problem with the materials they used on the book. That's also in that thread. I recommend you go look at it. Unless Dan Franklin, I didn't take screen grabs because it just happened before I went live, or I just saw it before I went live. But if I had grabbed screen grabs, then I would have unedited comments. And I don't know if Dan's going in changing what he wrote, but there was some drama over the materials used, and they had to get stuff rebound. I also think that could be a load of bullshit, and they went and got more printed. This is what I think, because they just had an unlimited number. And if the gift edition isn't signed, you could just do an infinite number of gift editions. CD79, was that the one where they spelled King's name wrong? Oh my God, I think it was. I'm not sure, but I think you're right, Alan. Dan is Chismar's alter ego. Oh my God. Okay. I'm missing some people. Screw CD, they don't deserve your time. How about Earthling release tomorrow? Oh, yes. That's the one thing I forgot. Yes. Hey, guys, got sidetracked with the football game tonight. Hope all's well. Hey, Jason, good to see you. His post has not been edited. He wrote exactly what it says there. Okay, and the Austin got into it. Okay, so I thought he edited it because I thought he wrote the drama. Okay, all right, Mark. That's fine. What's the Earthling release tomorrow? Yes, I'll show it to you. Isn't Chiz the one who published Dan's book? Yeah, I think he did. So it's a Mia Dahlia release. Yeah, I've never heard of that author. Start with different seasons for King. Stop at Doomickey. Nah, start with different seasons. Wait. Make different seasons your first Stephen King. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Jason and you, Hans. Good to see you, Hans, by the way. I had the same thought about different seasons being a good start. Yeah, you know what? That is a great start, I think. I can't disagree with it. Different Seasons by Stephen King is a collection of 4 novellas, Shawshank and Stand By Me. Yeah. The Body and Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. Those are the titles. But, I guess it would be a great start. Yeah. I can't argue with that. For me, like, I love Pet Sematary and The Shining because the Rita Hayworth and The Body And oh my God, what are the other two stories in different seasons? Oh my God, what are the other two? Oh my God, what? I'm sure somebody already wrote what they are, but I don't care. I had to get my book out. I read it. Um, Apt pupil, yeah. Apt pupil and the breathing method. I was gonna say apt pupil. I just didn't think it was gonna be. I'm like, wait, wasn't that a shorter story in Skeleton Crew? But no, yeah, apt pupil, right? That's an awesome story. So yeah, there's hard. You know what? Different seasons. I agree because you got apt pupil for the big time horror. You got the body for coming of age power with bullies and such. Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption for sort of like a mystery thriller kind of vibe. And then the breathing method. I don't remember it all. I don't remember it. Um, which tells me I'm way overdue for a rereading. So yes, I cannot agree with you more. Hans, how you feeling, buddy? Yes. How are you? If you collect Bradbury, I would collect the PS books Bradbury instead of Gauntlet trash. Amen, Hans. Boom. But if you're a completist, Hans, I think that's where Jason's coming from. He's got to get them, you know. Hans, will you ever learn? Be careful out there, man. I was out for a bike ride today. I'm healing fine from my busted ribs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hans. I'm glad to hear you're healing fine. I'm glad to see you're on your bike. Sorry to hear about it, man. Chismark collects Labubu's. Tell everyone you know. I don't doubt it. Thanks. I broke my ribs back around Thanksgiving last year. Ribs take about 6 weeks to heal, I learned, and there is nothing the doctors can do besides prescribe painkillers. Ah, damn. Patrick is asking me, Jeff, which edition for horns would I recommend? I have both the classic edition and the numbered edition from Suntup. I do not have the Levidian because I'm not going all in on Joe Hill. So there's some folks I'm not pursuing deluxe editions of, and so I'm not on that. I'm not on that drip. I don't know what that means. I just thought I'd say that drip. Because it sounded like something somebody would say who wasn't me, and sometimes I don't want to be me. Just skip King and read for Costi. You can read both. Can we please pause the show a minute? We need to shout out a huzzah to producer Jill. Jill, you got a huzzah. Hans delivered a huzzah. She says huzzah back and thank you. Yep, nothing they can do but let them heal, yes. App pupil and breathing method. Dead Zone is good also, but maybe as a second or third king. Yeah. What's up, Christopher Bowers? Did you get your dude Funko Pop? Christopher sent me an image of a Funko Pop that was like $500. Think it was signed by Jeff Bridges. It's a no from me, dog. I'm not going to get that. I do have a dude Funko Pop. Again, it is on the wrong side of the room. It is over there. It is the dude and Walter. Walter was worth more money last time I checked. And they're sitting. I got a whole shrine. I'll post a picture on Jeff Word if anyone cares. I got a whole dude shrine complete with a bottle of vodka and Kahlua. So for my White Russians. Different seasons, then Misery, then Night Shift, then you are ready for Carrie in the Stand, then Follow Your Nose. Yeah, I kind of disagree with you. Different Seasons and Misery. Oh, and Night Shift. Night Shift. That's another good one. Night Shift is awesome. So many great King books. I just think Pet Cemetery is the scariest and it has the best ending. It's one of his few perfect books. Like I think that book is perfect. It's very disciplined. It's not bloated. It's not indulgent. And the ending, that last sentence is the best ending in a Stephen King book, in my opinion. The Shining is also awesome. Carrie was, you know what's fun? Read The Haunting of Hill House, then read Carrie. I think that's the way to go. Carrie and Salem's Lot just don't hit me that way. I did reread Salem's Lot, the CD edition, the gift edition, and it was a lot better than I remember. It's just not, I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. I would say those damn Labubus are expensive. I would say if you're looking for an edition of Horns, you're gonna go broke going after the Suntups. I don't know what the Levidians will cost, but I still have a Heart-Shaped Box by Levidian. Someone stole my 20th Century Ghosts. I had it. Someone stole it out of my library. And so I still have Heart-Shaped Box. And it's just like Revival. It's beautiful. I have no doubt in my mind that Horns is going to be is an awesome edition. So from Levidian. So you got two winners to choose from. Three winners if you count the classic, the numbered, and the Levidian. Two Suntups and the Levidian. You're crazy if you can get that lettered Horns. That would be quite an accomplishment and good for you if you can afford something like that. But I just assume that's out of your league, but maybe not. Subpress had some good Ray Bradbury editions. Well, Subpress can do good editions. Gauntlet published a lot of previously unpublished content of Ray's. I agree with Mike. I have both and like the Levidian better. Oh, there you go. Okay, well, you got some. I don't have to compare both, but if it's between the Levidian and the Suntup Classic Edition, then I would go with the Levidian. But if it's Levidian and the Suntup Numbered Edition, I go with the Numbered Edition. But I read my Classic Edition from Suntup, and it was an exquisite, wonderful experience. No doubt Horns is as well. I have all the Subpress Bradburys. They are great. If you want a new Horns, get a numbered Suntup. If you want a nice set of Joe Hill books, get all. Yeah, that would be a good recommendation, Hans. Because they're going to look gorgeous all along the line. Just start King by going straight to Wizard and Glass. Well, I recommend everybody's. Well, if you're reading the Dark Tower series, read 1 through 4. Read 1 through 4.5, skip 5 and 6, and then go to 7. I don't think you're going to miss anything. The numbered Horns, yes, but you can't compare Levidian to Suntup's numbered. No, you're right. You're right, Mark. Right. I was just thinking because that's what I have on my shelf. But if it's between the Classic and the Levidian, I would go with the Levidian. I think I would. Between the two. I don't even know what the numbered Horns or the artist edition of Horns goes for nowadays. But here, we were talking about Earthling. And I had forgotten to bring this up. So this will be their first book of 2026. And apparently it goes live tomorrow, as my good friends say here. It's called A Song for the End of the World. We're going to just close that up a little bit. And it is Mia Dalia, not Mia Khalifa, Mia Dalia. And it is an original novella, so it's brand new. Just over a year ago, my friend and Earthling author Michael Marshall Smith had an interview with the writer Mia Dalia and said, "This is someone you guys need to know about," and praised her work as superb and accomplished. At that time, I hadn't read her, so I picked up her novel Haven, which received a starred review by Booklist. I read it and thought it was exceptionally good, and then I immediately had to see if she'd be up for working together. Fast forward to now, I'm thrilled to announce Earthling will be doing 2 books with her this year. The first, an original novella, will go up for pre-order noon Tuesday, January 13th. The second book will be this year's Halloween series novel. Both books demonstrate what a wonderful writer she is. For her fans, you already know you have something special to look forward to. For the rest of you, she truly is someone you guys need to know about, and I'm excited to share her work with you. Mark your calendars for next Tuesday, A Song for the End of the World. It will be a small, highly collectible print run from this rising star, so don't miss out. That's very cool. That is very cool. This strikes me as fantasy. It looks like some sort of bird-fish creature, bird-fish human creature, but whatever. That's cool. Mia Dalia. Or maybe Mia Dahlia, like the Black Dahlia. Oh, Elizabeth Smart. Oh, don't get me started on the Black Dahlia. No, Elizabeth Short. Elizabeth Smart, wasn't it? Or was that Amy Smart? I don't know. I'm getting all my true crime mixed up. But yeah. So that's what we're talking about. So pay attention tomorrow for Earthling to get this if you're of a mind. Who's Mia Khalifa? Just kidding. Don't answer that. Okay. It used to be Mia Dalia's editor. Wait, really? Are you serious? I used to be Mia Dalia's editor. Are you serious, Jesse? Are you seriously for real right now? What's your insight into her writing? And I'm gendering her. I assume it's a her. Wait, it's probably, yeah, she'd be up for. Okay. So I'm not pulling that out of nowhere. I'm not making an assumption on the name. What do you think of her stuff then, Jesse? If you have this expert insight. Chismar is a cross-dresser who collects Labubus. Can I get in slander if I say things that aren't true? Or, my sources in the chat have said he collects Labubus and he's a I don't think we say cross-dressers anymore. Now that I realize it, Jesse, we can't say that. And Mitch wouldn't even understand what that means. Which Mitch ain't here because I think he was supposed to be sending me my books and he didn't send them yet because I have informed delivery, Mitch. Let me see. I should check because if I don't have a package coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma, then that's why Mitch isn't here tonight. Is that okay to say? Either way, tell everyone you know. Mitch is probably watching the Steelers. Yeah, but I think this is more important. Steelers. The NFL is rigged, Jason. Vegas owns the NFL now. They're classified as entertainment. So all this shit is scripted. I just lose faith in it. Amazon. Oh, nothing but Amazon stuff, man. And my broken binding editions of Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. They're en route. They should get here tomorrow. So I'm very excited to get those. I'm a little pissed off that other people are getting theirs. I hope I got number 5. I don't know if I requested it, but there's still 2 Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre books to get that are out there for you. The Broken Binding edition. Yeah, you got yours today, number 98. I saw it. I saw you shared that. Oh, I know. It's why I lost fantasy football. It's all rigged. I was just going to say, where is Mitch? I know. Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. couldn't join us tonight. He's going through some shit. So raise a glass to Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. I really feel bad for you, brother. I do. Sometimes there are things in life, man, that just like you get dumped on. You get it dumped on you in loads that you can't even handle. The burden is just bigger than anybody. And I think Stephen Dwayne's going through that right now. And I'm so sorry. So raise a toast to him, whatever. Send the good vibes his way. So good people. I hate seeing it. Hans, Stephen Wayne Allison Jr., Brooklyn Ann, who else? Jesse had to go through several houses in Houston, going through all those trials and tribulations. And I hate to see it. Just it's not fair. So anyway, the script is the Texans winning it all. I was there. And a Chismar, I'm a Chismar and I'm okay. I work all night and sleep all day. Work all night, sleep all day. What else? Can I play this? Is it going to play? Nine Inch Nails, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. These are the buried tracks on Broken. So I don't know how much this book is going to cost, but I'm going to get it tomorrow from Earthling, and I recommend you all do too, because he's a great guy. And anyway, he's going to the one final book, the final edition of Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. You got to be paying attention to and looking out for is the Earthling edition. That's the last one that remains, and then I'll have them all on my shelf. Yeah, that was cringy, but you get my excitement. That's such a great book, and I love all those editions. I can't wait to get my Broken Binding editions. For some reason, I think they sent two copies, each copy separately. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Mia Dalia just downloaded Spindle to my Kindle. Sounds like a wild read. Very cool. He cuts down trees, eats his lunch on Wednesdays. He goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea. I know those are probably song lyrics, Hans, but I'm too, full of Nine Inch Nails to know it. Oh, I've been obsessing over Nine Inch Nail. Reptile lately reminds me of a former girlfriend. Yes. Oh my God. I wish. Oh, what else do I have? I don't have Downward Spiral. Or was it on The Fragile? Yeah. Oh, Reptile's great. Reptile's great. I got I have so much Nine Inch Nails. You got to come over, Christopher. We'll hang out. We'll put on some Nine Inch Nails. Apparently, my haunted Iowa. My haunted Iowa will play Nine Inch Nails. So we could sit down and check it out. Have some Death Bus. I got to order more because look at the cans. Look at the cans. I'm down to my last 5. After this, I'll have 5 left. Yeah. I love. This is my absolute favorite beer. And it's not, it's probably psychological because it's Death Bus. It was previously the Jeff Word Stout. So, you're going to be partial to it if you feel it was made for you. But it is genuinely my favorite stout. I also like other stouts. I think the Death Bus, then Blot Out the Sun, and then End of Days. Those are my 3 favorite stouts. But Death Bus. And I prefer Death Bus instead of Jeff Wood Stout. Oh, only 4 copies of Death Bus remain. Oh, and I didn't have a package coming from Mitch. So if I don't get my books, I can't send you your books. And so once those get here, I will share them and I will send them. So that's that. But Christopher, me and you both, especially with the connection to former girlfriend on 9 Inch Nails, or what it makes you think of. Yeah, stupid stuff. I hated younger Jeff. Really, he was so stupid. Nice Monty Python reference there. Oh, is that what it is? He cuts down trees, he skips and jumps, likes to press wildflowers, puts on women's clothing, and hangs around in bars. How many Twistery Treats editions did you get, Jeff? I don't know, maybe 2. Here's the thing. When I get like these affordable editions, for example, I don't know, like these UK editions of Darker Days, when I can, if they're like affordable and they're signed, and I know that, like, for example, this author doesn't sign very many, I'll get 2, just because I inevitably, somebody in my family or a friend of mine will say, like, hey, what do you recommend? I can give them as a gift. I can hold on to them. Like, I like having multiples. So, for example, I bought 2 broken binding editions of Third Roll, and I gave one away still in that gift wrap at Jeff Con. So, a couple of years from now, when this book is long in the rear view for a lot of people, maybe if there's a Jeff Con, I'll give away a copy. Or maybe somebody, I don't know, I'll find a use for it. So, when I think about the books that we buy, like $100 for a deluxe edition is nothing. So if these books come out and they're like $25 a piece, $50, half price of like something that's nice in deluxe, but these are still hardcovers and they're still signed, and I get 2 of them, it's a no-brainer, because I like to share the books. That's the thing. So I always get an extra one. So I think I know I'm getting 2 Autumn Springs broken binding editions. Not that they're scarce. You could still buy them. I don't know why it's not sold out. But Broken Binding still has Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre. Fun fact is that it's a hardcover, and in the UK, that book only came out as a paperback. So it's the only way to get a hardcover UK edition. And it's signed and numbered. I hope I get a 5. Anyone miss out on the SST Buffalo Hunter Hunter? No. There were so many early. It was at Levidian for a long time for a really good price. So, yeah. Jeff doesn't know the Lumberjack song from Monty Python. Clear. I know. It's shameful. I should know all Monty Python. That is a great ensemble comedy group. I waited for my CDs to stand ever since Mansa Musa was still in power. It's on downward spiral. Give me a year and 5 months, and I should have tons of free time. Okay. A year and 5 months. Mark it, dude. I should know the Lumberjack song, Hans. It is shameful. My 66th birthday was this weekend. 1 more year to full retirement. Alan, here's a toast to you. Here's a toast. Okay, it's I cut down trees, I eat my lunch. I go to the lava tree, it'll sell out. I think it's gone. I was surprised but very happy to see it finally sold out. Did anyone get a Buffalo Hunter Aardvark edition? I got one coming. No, I missed that. I missed that by like, I don't know, an hour. Oh, if I just gotten up earlier, or if I would have looked at my email earlier. That was a bummer, man. I would have loved to get that Aardvark edition. It looks cool too. And I would have tried to get two. Yeah. There was a Aardvark edition of Buffalo Hunter with a very cool cover, front board anyway. I think Mashhead or somebody on Instagram showed it. And I thought it was very cool. I got the Aardvark Buffalo Hunter, Mike. It's nice. A little better than the trade. Yeah, but it's very unique. It's different. Oh, I didn't even look at the boards. Oh, yeah, you got to look at the boards, man. There's a buffalo staring at you on the board, Jason. You got to look at it. They're nice. What's nice about Buffalo Hunter from SST is this is his first quarter binding. Like he's doing like a faux leather binding. Wow, that's awesome. Did you see it or are you just hearing me say it? There's a lot to it. You know what? While I'm talking, I could be looking Instagram. Where are we at on the Insta? Let's look up my friend Lee Mashhead. Lee Mashhead. Let me see if it was him. Was it not? Well, it might have been Matt's Books and Drams, maybe. Wow, he posts a lot. He does some great. I need to up my game. I need to do better, but I won't. You know how that is. Here it is. You want to see it? Look away, Jason, if you don't want to see it. I'll look after the game. Jeff, I think the unsigned is still available. I want it signed. I had bought the Aardvark edition of it back in July. I didn't know that those boards. I didn't know it had those boards. I'm going to show you right now, Jason, if you're around. Here it is. Boom. There are the boards. This is the board. That's awesome. Buffalo Hunter. Man, I am so jealous. I'm so upset. I don't want an unsigned one, Mike. I'm petty like that. If I get it, I want it signed. But now that I'm looking at it, maybe I'll just write Stephen Graham Jones in it. I don't know. So that's very cool. Wait, what's this down here? What is that? It's like it's a little. Oh, is that the Owl Crate edition? Yeah, there was an Owl Crate edition, right? I didn't get that one. Okay, book friends, gotta bounce. See you in the bookstores. Yeah, take it easy, Hans. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that's the Owl Crate edition. Yeah, I'm glad you were here, Hans. I don't want to look up the Aardvark edition, but I don't want to look it up. It's a special edition, but is it special if it's not signed? So here it is. If anybody's curious, this is the Aardvark. First book is only $4 with code January 2026. I mean, if I got it for $4, but it doesn't say anything about it being signed or what's special about it. Could add it to the box. Seen signed copy status. Signed copies are sold out. Oh man, was I mad. So there's signed copies. There's a special edition. Yeah, I don't know. I could, if I do the $4, I'll have to create another account, I think, and then I'll do the $4, and then I'll cancel, and then it'll just make me feel awful. The world would be a worse place for it. Only limited amounts were signed. Yeah. Yeah. So it's so frustrating. But anyway, what do you know? I mean, like I got so many wonderful books behind me right now. I am not going to complain, even though I could totally complain because I always complain. Tyler Jones. If you are anywhere on that West Coast or near Oregon, or is it Washington State? Is it Washington State? Wherever the Timberline Lodge is in September 25th and 26th, Tyler Jones is going to be at Murder on the Mountain. It's the Timberline, if you don't know, was where Stanley Kubrick shot all the exteriors in The Shining. So when people think of the Overlook from the movie, they are thinking of the Timberline Lodge. And where is that? It's in Oregon. Okay. So yes, Tyler Jones will be there. Other authors will be there. I would love to have Jeff Kahn at the Stanley, which is the hotel Stephen King stayed in that inspired The Shining. So that's the hotel The Shining is based on. But Timberline is where it was filmed, or at least the exteriors. So anyway, if you are able to go and can get tickets, consider me exceptionally jealous that you're going to there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I so wish I could go. And if you're anywhere near there, you should go. When I think of the Overlook, I think of peanut butter muffins. Okay. We talked about Black. We talked about Black Phone being available from Suntup. We also talked about Hellbound Heart being available, which shockingly available. There's some new titles from Thunderstorm. Can I walk you through them? I don't know. You can just go if you subscribe to the email. Nothing that really jumped out at me. I feel like I should show them now that I went through the trouble of saying that they're there. So Thunderstorm, the perfectly fine house. Oh, I guess nothing happened. Steven Kozenski. I don't know. Sorry, Steven. And then Wiley Young, which I know he writes extreme horror. So it's the perfectly fine house. God Bomb. I love this cover. I know nothing about it. It's the 10th anniversary edition. I don't know who Kit Power is, but this all together is really, really cool. Makes me want to buy it. And that's it. God Bomb and this perfectly fine house. I'm sorry, Steven Kozensky, whatever. Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down. That's that. Eastbound and Down. Is that what it is? I don't know. So we talked about the Broken Binding and the Twisted Retreat editions of Autumn Springs, and I believe the Twisted Retreat edition is still available. You are all going to be very upset if you don't get it. I might be getting two. You never know. You never know what a Jeff does. Oh, Goldsboro. Yeah, I'm so beyond happy that these showed up. Oh, more signed Thomas Oldehuvel. And I'm telling you, I started reading it. A good friend of mine did not like this book. He said it was his least favorite Thomas Olduvall book, and that's fine. But I love the way it's starting out. I really dig it. It has Hex vibes. So, yeah, talking about that. We talked about CD. Oh, yes. You have to keep watching Thunderstorm if you're in the clubhouse. Check it now. Damn it. Okay, I'm going. Oh, God damn it. What? Where's the clubhouse? How do I get in the clubhouse? Oh, clubhouse. Yes. I'm in the clubhouse. Oh. Okay. Can I buy it? Oh, I can't buy it yet. It's limited to 60 copies. Man. Oh, this is awesome. Damn. I gotta get it. They actually sell that book on Amazon? Let me see if you're talking about the book I was looking at. Or what were you talking about? No, it's not there. Because I think this was previously unreleased. No, it's not. Anyway, yeah, it's coming soon. I don't know how I'm in the clubhouse, but I'm in it. And there are a couple, there's one in there that I'm like, it's new. Yeah. There's one in there that is kind of annoying that they're doing, but whatever. I don't know. The other two books, there are 4 books in the clubhouse. Oh, I can order. Oh, I can order it. Okay. Oh, I can order it. Enter the total dollar amount of the books you are ordering in the amount field. Okay. Oh, you know what? I might have to, right, Mike? Did you order it already? You can't order any of them. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I might have to. I mean, I have to because it's one of my favorite authors. Thank you, Mike. But also no thank you because I shouldn't be spending money. You know what I mean? That's a problem, Mike. I shouldn't be. But here we are. That's very cool. I'm going to leave that up. And I'm going to eyeball it. I keep forgetting I have access to the clubhouse, and somehow I got access. So it's not like I shouldn't be here. It's not like I hacked it. I don't have ways like some people do, Jesse. And so I don't know. But that's very cool. It's only money. How do you get in the clubhouse? You need the password. I don't know how. I don't know how to. I can't give out the password because I actually don't know. Email Paul at Thunderstorm. Yeah. I'm not going to answer that, Alan. But if you email Paul at Thunderstorm, he'll send you the code of the password. So, yeah, very cool, very cool. All right, so thank you. That was an unexpected little curveball. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to indulge. And yeah, oh, what a great way to end the show, because it's awesome to see that title there. And I want more from that author, and always want more. And it's it's uh it's great. It really is. So thank you for being here this week. I'm going to end it there on that high note, because we all need to end on a high note, and find that place where we are at our peak happiness in the books. You know how it is. Got to find it. Got to make it. So, anybody who's, oh, I finished my beer. See, because it's like subconscious. I get through the beer, and then I'm like, well, I'm done. I can't keep talking because I have no word fuel. You know, Jeff Word glasses. We're gonna have these for sale as well. If anybody wants a Jeff Con, it does say Jeff Con on the mouth right there, the skull right there. It says Jeff Con. But on the back it says the Jeff Word. That's the official. My daughter drew that, so I'm very proud. I love it. We'll have them for sale if anybody wants one on the site. So anyway, that's it. Thank you all for being here. Get the books you love the books you get. To be good to each other. Have a good, tasty beverage. Go Steelers, I guess. And as always, remember, what happened? As always, just, stay frosty.